long are the days of the Boston Celtics versus Lakers, Magic versus Bird, Detroit versus Chicago, those chippy series. But I feel like there's some teams that I feel like are getting to that though.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Man, seeing Devin Booker and Luka going after it, these last couple games and in the series and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Another group that I think is Luka's involved, but the Mavs versus the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish there's a way that we can truly have those rivalries again. But man, what do you think that like the NBA could do to promote more rivalries? Because rivalries means more money.
Exactly.
Man, what would you think that like you can do? It's a product, man.
They're trying to sell it. It's a product. The thing is, it's kind of counterproductive because they don't want necessarily a whole lot of chippiness because they don't want to slip into the malice of the palace kind of end of the spectrum. But it's like you got to have enough to. It's still basketball, man. You still want to go at somebody in order to create that. I don't even know what to call that when you're on the court and it's kind of like beef in between, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like respected beef.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that. It's like it's got to be a happy medium. So, I mean, the NBA, it may not be necessarily on them. It might be just up to the players. And what I've noticed is a lot more chippiness. We'll just call it chippiness in between these guys. A lot of talking cash, a lot of like chest bumping, a lot of a lot of repeated incidents between players.
Teams, yeah.
And, teams like a good one I'll throw out there that everybody is a hot button subject is the Memphis Grizzlies. They got multiple guys on their team that they cause a ruckus. They're irritants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like from their best player on down, they got guys that
talking their cash, man.
Exactly. They get in your face. When they hit a shot, they let you know it. So again, Draymond, he just said something about rivalries recently about how it's got to be, one team wins and then another team wins. It's got to be, something like that. I don't know necessarily. I think it is just whoever decides, we're going to show up and we're going to get in your face. I think that can be viewed as a rivalry because you remember that. You remember those interactions. You remember when he did that to you. So I don't know. I think it's more on the players. I don't know if I can necessarily put it on the NBA. I think it's more on the players if they want to create those.
Who's the next rivalry, the next big NBA rivalry? If this was, how they talk about the script.
Yeah.
You could write the script. Bro.
Write the script.
If you could write the script for the next 3 to 5 years, who would be the team that you just line up and you'd be like, even if it's not them playing for championships or even if it does come down there playing championships in the play and then in the regular season they like get after it. Who is your 2 teams that you'll choose?
Man, so I feel like I gotta almost throw the Grizzlies in there just because they're actually good enough to compete. Like it's not they're not too far off from competing for a championship. Like they're in the playoffs all the time now. They have a superstar. They have a pretty good team. I think they're perfect for that role. As far as like the opposition, man, like I would love to see them against the Celtics because I think they kind of like match up. Like the Warriors are almost like above. They're elder statesmen at this point.
Yeah.
They ain't really gonna get into like they are getting into it, but it's like we're above y'all. We won championships. Like we've done this. What you want, we have already. So they're kind of almost we're not getting into that with y'all. And that was kind of Draymond's energy. Celtics haven't won one yet. And they also got guys. They got Marcus Smart. You know what I'm saying? They got Jaylen Brown. They got, Jason Tatum. I'm sure he trash talks. They got guys that'll let you know when they are pouring it on. So I think I can see that as a finals matchup that could go years and years and years, provided the Grizzlies add. I think the Grizzlies probably are a player away, another role guy, maybe another like wing guy. The Celtics are there. They're fighting though. They're fighting with the other teams in the East. But those are two teams, I think. What about you?
This is what I will say. I would love to have Giannis. I would love to have the Bucks. If I'm writing the script, man, Giannis his last couple years, and he's really battling with the Orlando Magic with all that length and Paolo, Banchero coming into his own. Those long guys out there playing. I would love to see kind of like a swan song for Giannis battling against the Orlando Magic. Maybe not so much like the chippiness, but like the passing the torch. Like, hey, I've been the best player in the Eastern Conference for 5 years. Jason Tatum doesn't get it.
There's Paolo right there.
Right there. So if we were writing the script, man, that's how I would take it.
Interesting. All the 6'10s in the world against the guy.
Yep.
Greek Freak. Okay. I like that one.
I love it. Give us your script. We would love to hear who you think would be a great rivalry. You know, you might have a player that you might, man, I wish they got under this person's skin, or maybe this organization, and this organization goes at it. So give us your script. Comment below and like, share, and comment.